Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome on into the Swear Word. I'm your host, Brandon Swear. And hey, this is a podcast for the chilihead community, by the chilihead community. Regardless of your spice tolerance, this is the place for you. Hey, we have a phenomenal show up for you today. We have two sauces on deck. We have some amazing guests to talk with and discuss quite a few things regarding sauce and the world of sauce. And we have, of course, a game. So definitely jump on in, and episode number 38 starts now. All right. Hey, welcome in. So thankful to have everyone here in the chat, popping off, keeping it going. Once again, reminder to everyone, if this is your first time checking out the show, this is a live show. So definitely jump in the chat, be a part of it, and let's have some fun. Up tonight, we have a very phenomenal show, set up, ready to go. And we have two sauces from 5150 Sauces on deck for Hot or Not tonight, as well as we have Derek and Bob Maletta. So we're going to be diving in, and we're going to be talking everything Maletta sauces. And hey, we have as well. We have a game planned for tonight. Actually, it's two games, if I may. So we have two fun games. So definitely be a part of that. Let us know in the chat if you have, what your thoughts are as these are going on. So definitely looking forward to that. If this is your first time checking out the show, glad to have you here. Please, we are trying to share this, grow this. So, hey, share this out with other like-minded chili heads, and we will get this party started. And we'll have this one kicking on over here to Hot or Not. Hey, welcome into Hot or Not. We are going to be jumping in here today with two amazing sauces from 5150 Sauces. And up first, so we have here, we'll do the Umami Bomb. And then from there, we will be rolling into Oblivion. So, man, both of these sauces I've heard amazing things about. But without further ado, let's get into it. First and foremost, we do have you have a nice little, I guess, perforation tab pull, that thing going on there. So you can just quickly access the cap, not needing to use the knife here today. So right up, we will start with the Umami Bomb. Let me make sure. Yep, got everything typed up there. All right. Now, let's give this thing a good shake. We'll talk about the color here first. So amazing, you got this nice, this almost kind of a copper-esque, if you will, color going onto it. You got some nice specks going through it. So definitely looking forward to this. It's like a medium consistency just based on what I'm seeing here. Man, all right. The aroma on this thing is pretty amazing. We'll see if it lives up to the name Umami Bomb. So I get that nice pour going. Man, that's a hefty one. All right, quickly before this thing goes down, let me, or spills, let me get this thing down. Man. Wow. Okay. Right off the bat, super umami. Right off the bat, right on the name there. Overall, let's talk it through. So first up, salivating like crazy. First up, heat on this one. Man, this is a very friendly entry to everyone type of sauce for the initial heat. So as you're diving in, if you are eating spicy food, and you're really wanting something to, I guess, find a little bit more than what you can get at the store, this is going to be a nice transition into that, if you will. So very, very beginner friendly. So if you are new, definitely check that out. And man, so if you're a chili head, overall, the heat on this one is very nice. It's going to be on the mild to medium scale for us on that. Let's get this jotted down here before I get too far into this. Aroma-wise, man, right off the bat, I'm going to get another. Yeah, you're getting a nice umami smell. You're getting that nice mushroom. You're getting some, it smells like sesame. A little bit of the ginger, a little bit of garlic kind of smell coming through that. So overall, amazing aroma. Let me get that typed in here. Flavor on this, very creamy, very umami right off the bat. Nice transition from there into the overall pepper profiles of everything kind of coming through. Man, it does have a nice, so once it goes from the creamy, the umami, you have a nice, like a peppery, kind of like a Szechuan peppercorn type of taste going on there. So, man, phenomenal flavor there. Let me get that jotted down as well. And we will talk about versatility. Versatility on the sauce, it is, while it is very versatile on what you could use it with, I do think that it will be best served on a few things. So we'll dive into that, but I definitely think, obviously, you could lean towards Asian dishes, vegetables. You could lean towards some rice dishes as well. You know, things that would be kind of like to use this on meats for as well as like a overall marinade or top coating, if you will. It would definitely be good there. So let's talk through that and get that put down here for versatility. All right, so let's get the scent on over. Burn wise, let's talk about burn while we're here. So burn, I am feeling this more in the back of my throat as this goes on. So the heat is very, very friendly to start. The burn really starts to pick up as far as where it's at. You're getting more towards the middle of the mouth. You're getting a lot towards the back of the throat. And then really nothing too much in the chest or in the stomach going on with this sauce, but really gravitating towards that back of the mouth and back of the throat. So kudos there on the burn. This would be, if you're new, definitely use it in moderation on that aspect because the burn does linger, which is nice. And if you are a chili head, man, this is going to be a phenomenal one to pick up for, a lot of those Asian dishes, vegetables, etc., that you're going to be using it for. So let's get that burn dropped here, and we will get the scent on over. If this is your first time checking out the show, once again, I don't do a 1 to 10 scale here. I do a 1 out of 5. Those are based off of 5 categories, and those categories are heat, aroma, flavor, versatility, burn. Average those out, get our total swear word rating, and I will have this thing sent. Why is that not working? All right. All right, there we go. Should go through now. All right, so now with that being said, another thing that I like to do is I don't like to read the ingredients until I have already tried the sauce and given my thoughts. So now to dive in, here we go. So this is the Umami Bomb Dry Fork Edition. Man, this is, so it's a collaboration sauce here. So this has death spiral mash, habanero peppers, roasted Fresno peppers, rice vinegar, garlic, sesame oil, tamarind, green onions, honey, shiitake mushroom powder, ginger, and there's white pepper and kosher salt. So they have this down as a heat level hot 4 out of 5. Man, it definitely on that burn side lets you know that it is in that range. The initial heat right off the bat, though, is very, nice, welcoming, if you will, at most. And it's really those great flavors kind of coming through. So if you are new to eating spicy, I would definitely say in moderation on this then, and you can really build that one back up. But are we, all right, we're good on that one. So let's go ahead and read this off. So for heat, we have it coming in at 3.3, aroma at 4, flavor at 4, versatility at 3, and then a burn at 3.8 for a total swear word rating of, boom, 3.62. Very nice sauce. This is definitely going to be one that you're going to want to pick up for all your Asian dishes. I can already tell you that, but let's dive on into Oblivion. So not much to do but to do it on this one. So there's no perforation tab. There's none of that. So it gives me a good chance to use my knife on this sauce. And we will get this one shook up and ready to go. It's a nice dark color on this sauce. Very thick looking. So let's get that a good shake. Just on the offshoot that it is very thick. All right, so let me get the flow restrictor off for sake of the pour. All right. Man, right off the bat, the overall aroma says barbecue. All right. Very interesting. From 5150, this is Oblivion. Let's get that pour going. There we go. All right. Wow. All right. Let's talk. So right off the bat, let me get this ready to go. The heat on this thing is actually starting out, once again, like the other sauce, starting out rather low. Kind of shocking. It is, it's very nice, very subtle up front. You get this nice creamy notes, nice smoky, creamy, very barbecue-esque, right off the bat. And then boom, you start to catch up with the overall pepper forward nature to this sauce. And man, great job there being able to balance that heat and that flavor profile and really letting each ingredient do its thing. Man. All right. So as the comment was there, this is a grimy collaboration. I think that was who helped put on the labeling for this sauce. So let's go ahead and talk heat. Heat-wise, man, once again, I know we just talked about this a second ago, but very inviting, very deceiving right off the bat from the heat notes. You're going to catch on that this would be like a medium heat sauce to start. And so, once again, if you are new to eating spicy food, I would definitely say in moderation because what I'm about to get to. So overall aroma on this one, man, phenomenal. Smells like barbecue sauce, smells innocent. You wouldn't even notice if this was, if this was in the lineup next to another sauce and you had no idea and you were at the cookout and you went to go grab for, just based off smell alone, you wouldn't know that you're about to jump into what you're jumping into. So aroma-wise, phenomenal job there, being able to pull that off. And let's get this here. Flavor, smoky. We talked about this, smoky. Just this amazing barbecue forward taste, everything going on, very creamy, complex, but at the same time, man, then that peppers just start rolling in and you start to feel it burn and you know that it's coming. So that brings us up to the versatility on the sauce. Man, I can see myself using this thing on chicken nuggets, pizza, hot wings, tacos, barbecue sandwiches, etc. Pretty versatile. The only thing I probably wouldn't be going towards is going to be desserts. Once again, that would be not that big of a shocker because it's not intended to be a dessert style sauce. So let's get that here. And have that. All right. So flavor. All right. And then burn on this one. Man, overall, the burn that you get from this thing is going to be a lot going on in the mouth. Definitely on the lips. You're feeling it. You're getting a lot more in the back of the throat. It's just a full on burn going on with this thing. This is where I said, hey, pump the brakes if you are having this sauce and you are new to it, because definitely what's going to happen is it's going to be one of those that builds as it goes. And it is definitely a great sauce. So from a burn aspect, man, this one definitely sits there and lets you know that it's there. I would say this is on the higher end, medium to high end for anyone that's a chili head, and definitely one to use in moderation if you are not. So let's get that put in and sent on over. Once again, with a nice with a nice transition from the flavor to the heat on this one. Crushing it over there at 5150 sauces. And there, just to, once again, show everyone there is no, at least with this one, no ingredients going on. So I won't be reading that this time, but wanted to show off this amazing label. If I could get there we go, flow restrictor back on. So it's got this nice, moving text, if you will, that says Oblivion. And so it says featuring the amnesia pepper. So it's one of those that it's like you'll eat it and then, wait, what just happened? All right. Anyways, enough of subtle joke there. But phenomenal jobs over at 5150s. Both of these sauces are phenomenal. Man, they're definitely not going to last very long. I can tell you that. But I will be going through them rather quick. Let's go ahead and read off the heat is going to be coming in at 3.5. We have the aroma at 4, flavor at 4, versatility at 3.9, and burn at 4.3 for a total swear word rating of 3.94. Man, these are phenomenal sauces, and both of them, you would be loving to lather on. But if you are if you are new to it and you're not used to it, do not go too far into this, and just build up with moderation. So, hey, let's go ahead and jump on over to the interview. Hey, Derek. Hey, Bob. How's it going?
What's up?
Man, it's I'm glad to have y'all on here. I know it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to get some stuff sorted out, and timing wise, everything to line up for this. So glad to have y'all here. I've heard nothing but amazing things, and the Stanky brothers said, hey, if you can get Derek, you would be best to get Bob as well. So definitely thankful to have y'all on the show.
Nice. Yeah, we had to wait for Bob to come from Florida to Indiana.
Okay.
And here we are.
There we go.
Lined it up.
Hey, loving the overall backdrop too that y'all have going on. The nice branding in the background. There we go. Looking good. All right. Hey, I'll use this chance as well, because I know sometimes these questions come through super fast, but super last minute, I mean. But for those that are just, listening and jumping in the chat with us right now, if y'all have questions, please fire those away, and we'll get those answered as they are brought up. But first and foremost, let's talk about it. The whole Maletta's hot sauce. How did this get started? Where did it all start?
Okay. So my dad bought us a Reaper plant. He's like, hey, let's plant this in your backyard. So we planted this bush that turned into a tree. This was in 2020, and we ended up with like hundreds of Reapers. So he took them all home and came back with a bottle of hot sauce. And let's just say I wouldn't try it. because I don't trust him half the time, which most of our friends know that. So he's a prankster. So I'm like, no way. Those Reapers are so hot. So one day I tried one, and I called him. I'm like, have you tried those yet? He's like, no. So he calls me like, what, a half hour later? He was on the ground in pain. I mean, it wrecked us.
I was absolutely dying.
Yeah. So that's what started the hot sauce thing. Fast forward that December, he had, I'm not kidding you, this guy messed around with it. He had like 15 plus sauces made. And he's like, hey, try these. I'm going to give them out for Christmas presents. So go on and try all these sauces. All absolutely amazing. I mean, he's a genius when it comes to flavor profiles and mixing, pushing those peppers forward. So I was like, I'm going to make him a Facebook. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm making you a Facebook. Let's sell these things. So that's how it started. We didn't know what we were getting into.
First farmer's market I went to, I sold 91 bottles, and the Board of Health came and said, "Where do you make the stuff?" And I said, "At home." Like, "Oh, you can't do that." Like, "Where do you store it?" "At home." "Oh, you can't do that." So then they gave me this long list of things I had to do for, to be approved. And I'm like, "Well, good. I don't have to make hot sauce. I can't jump through all those hoops." But then we did it. So that's how it all started.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, the idea of really kind of sharing that moment as y'all grow that pepper or grow that plant and enjoy that pepper and really kind of get blown away and have that whole paradigm start to open up y'all's avenues as far as things that it can do, and then creating the sauces is pretty amazing. So okay, very nice.
I can tell you, when we started, I didn't even know about hot ones, or I just knew I liked hot stuff and hot sauce. I didn't know that hot sauce was a thing. I just, was making it for friends. I didn't know. I had no idea about that whole hot pepper world.
Yeah, oftentimes, and I was actually talking to someone about this recently as well. The overall jump off point to finding the online community, if you will, it's eye opening, because a lot of us kind of enter in along the same regards. Either trying to seek for something hotter than what we can get locally, or trying something for the first time and experimenting with it and making a product, and then you're just trying to find out what's out there. But once you've come to the overall community, there's a lot of love, a lot of friendships and everything. I mean, I guess we'll talk about that. I mean, obviously the Stanky Brothers are the ones that nominated y'all on the hot seat. So there's some love and some brotherhood there. I guess what's y'all's experience with the rest of the community as a whole?
Well, we have a lot of friends in the community since 2020. We've met from Hyogi to Sam Sauce to Fire. I mean, you name them, we're friends with. We hang out at every event. I mean, we try to keep in touch throughout the year and see what everyone's up to. I mean, it's a great community.
It's like a family.
No doubt. These guys treat
Absolutely.
us like family, and we try to treat them also like families. I mean, these guys have taught us everything. I mean, you learn so much from each other. It's just an ongoing community that's awesome.
Yeah, and very well said there. I think the overall idea is it's a great place, a lot of positivity. It's the whole, I don't ultimately like what you see is a lot of like, I struggled this way, so you don't have to struggle this way. So let me tell you about that. So it helps elevate, and that brotherhood, that push, that being able to just bring all that positivity is amazing. So definitely nice.
doubt.
Definitely nice. The okay, so we talked about kind of how it got started, and overall connections to the community as a whole. But what's the inspiration behind y'all sauces? Where does that come from?
So a lot of the inspiration I feel like is from the pepper. I mean, you take a pepper and you kind of say like, what will go with this pepper, or a lot of times even like a color, like he'll hit a color and say, "Hey, I want to make a sauce that's pink," and then um, spiral off of what can I make taste good that's pink, like dragon fruit, and go off of that. Like so, there's a lot of inspiration. Artwork, uh, you know, we try to make our sauce in most cases, I mean, how do you say this? Like showcase the artwork, and you look at it, you're like, hey, this is gonna be like this, it's a bee and honey, and
Yep.
it's called Stinger, so it's and there's garlic on it, so it's all like that. I mean,
The problem is I'm a very creative person and I can't stop creating. And so we've ended up with I don't know how many sauces, Derek.
it's
Really.
it's over 50. I mean, it's probably close to 90.
And we obviously
Wow.
can't keep making all these sauces. It's like playing whack-a-mole. So, we try to narrow it down. And just when we think we've got it down to a good number, I have some ideas again.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So my goal is to keep us under 14 sauces.
Okay, okay. I was just about to ask that. How many sauces do y'all keep
Yeah.
on the rotation? So, I guess out of the current lineup that y'all do have, are there some that you kind of view ultimately as your core few, and then there's some rotators?
Yeah, I'd say we definitely got like a 15, 20 core, but we only are allowing 14 out at a show.
Okay.
So if we go to a show with these 14 sauces, I guarantee you we're having at least 10 people asking for a different sauce that we didn't bring. It's like, oh, you didn't bring this today? Like, no, he's like, we can only bring so many. That's how I look at it.
And
Yeah.
it's seasonal too because a lot of the peppers we can't source. So like we make an Italian finger pepper sauce, we have to grow those. So it's an in and out. We'll have it while we have it.
Yeah. And those are core flavor. Like they go over so well. It's just supply, So last year we did 700 pepper plants, and it was a really big eye opener because we're not gardeners, we're not farmers.
Yeah.
We have full-time jobs other than hot sauce, but we try to make this. That's an awesome picture right there. We try to make this it's a priority for sure. So
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I was just about to say. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was just saying, we've learned how to source peppers better. We thought we had to grow peppers, and we found, like we make. I don't know if anybody else makes banana pepper sauces, but we make 2 of them. And so, like, why should we grow? Last year, I don't know, we had 100 banana pepper plants. We can buy banana peppers all year.
yeah, from a local produce farm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that kind of goes into my next thought of, so you had mentioned it about growing, but do y'all grow most of y'all's stuff, or have y'all built up relationships in that area as well?
A little bit of both. I'd say this year we're probably about 60% our own peppers, give or take. But the Superhots, we grew a lot last year. We fermented a lot. We froze a lot of peppers. So I have 3 chest freezers still full of peppers that we're still using. And we have a rack full of fermented peppers just waiting. So we're right there, like to produce those sauces that people are waiting for too. So I mean, we try
awesome.
to do as much as we can ourselves, but it is also good to support pepper growers.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's just as important.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. Okay. The overall artwork that y'all have going on here behind each and every label, is that something that y'all completely think of, or do y'all source to some local artists on some input on that, or what does that look like?
I do all the artwork. We have a niece who's an artist, and she does a really good job. So we had her help us with a couple of labels. But for the most part, all the artwork I do.
Okay.
I've always been an artist. I think of flavors like an art. And I think of colors like flavors, and so it's not hard for me. I find that's like something I really enjoy.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely what kind of sparked that idea of the whole question in general, because y'all's overall labeling and everything is very appealing. It's very drawing. It's that eye-catching moment to say, hey, I'm going to stop. Let me check out what the sauce has going on. And then, man, it's also very, very telling in the overall level of commitment to each and every sauce label, because they're beautiful, but you're also able to do such a wide variety of things across these labels. So, man, it's definitely captivating there. The amongst the idea of creating a new sauce and how that kind of comes into play, the idea of really drumming up the artwork and everything else has got to be a whole nother level of that. And I would assume that the sauce just kind of speaks the inspiration in.
For sure.
When I'm making a sauce, I'll have the bottle of hot, or when I'm making a label, I have the bottle of hot sauce. All of our sauces are different colors. We don't use coloring, but depending on the recipe, however it turns out, then I'll create the label to really accent the colors of the actual sauce, so it works.
Okay.
So it pops.
From the
Okay.
label to the top.
Yeah, definitely. No, that makes sense. All right. Well, Derek, is there one sauce that out of y'all's lineup that just really is, whether it's be your favorite at the moment or, just one that you've kind of had for a while that's just always speaks to you? Is there one favorite child that you can pick up out of your lineup? And then Bob, you're on the seat for the next one.
Today I use stanky sauce, so I can't say that. Man, I want to say my favorite sauce right now would be our Italian finger pepper. It's Italian finger peppers, oregano, garlic. It is a salad sauce. It tastes so good, and it's like we call it spicy pizza in a bottle. So it goes on like your pastas, your pizzas, Alfredo. Like it'll turn it red, and it's just a spicy Alfredo. It's amazing. So I
Very
think that's my
nice.
go-to right now. And then I gotta say that's a mild sauce. So on the hotter end, I'm gonna go for probably a sauce that we call 1096, and that's a red Savina sauce. Um, it's so versatile. It goes on everything. Like there's nothing I wouldn't put it on.
Very nice.
So
Those both
that's
sound
where I
amazing.
stand.
Okay.
They are, and that red Savina sauce is a it's one of the few sauces that we put vinegar, like a lot of vinegar in it to make like I wouldn't call it traditional, but like more of a traditional sauce.
And he says a lot of vinegar. If we put a cup of vinegar in a half gallon of sauce, for us that's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of our sauces, we don't use vinegar, or we don't use very much vinegar at all because we ferment, and
Okay.
fermentation creates its own acid. So we get our pH from fermentation, which is basically a pickling process.
Which I think it was last week you had Sam on here.
Yep.
I gotta agree with Sam. Citric acid goes along like that it's a special thing to a sauce. Like it really brings out some things that people don't realize. So we use that too to help enhance the sauces.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. The to that point, the ingredients that you've worked with, is there a certain ingredient that's it's worked really well with you, and you just continue to kind of push that envelope with
Sugar.
sauce?
I would say it's our sugar. When we put sugar in a sauce, we're using piloncillo, which is a Mexican pure cane sugar. It's so good. It's creamy. It enhances the sauce. It's such a nice sugar. So I would say, out of ingredients wise, if we ever use sugar, it's always going to be piloncillo.
And it actually
Okay.
works as a thickener too.
Very nice.
Because it's
Okay.
a hard sugar and it thickens it.
Yeah, so as it cools, obviously it's very liquidy when it's hot, but as it cools, it'll actually work as a thickener in the sauce. So we don't have to use like a xanthan gum or something like that, to thicken the sauce.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing to think of as well, because obviously that's something that, as you're creating the sauce, you got to figure out, do I want this thing to be a little bit more runny? Do I want to be a little bit more of a hold, And that's a very eye-opening and ingredient to be working with in that regard, to be able to kind of serve two purposes. So, okay.
We typically like that silky sauce, like a very silky sauce, which it usually caused from being the first ingredient's peppers, and that helps us out tremendously. We don't even need to put a thickener in there. Sometimes we do just so it won't separate, because people freak out if they see it separated.
Yeah.
But it's obviously not bad. That's just, consumer. But
yeah, and
when the first ingredient, like Derek said, the peppers are our thickener. I mean, we use peppers. I don't think we have a sauce with a carrot in it or with any other fillers. We use peppers.
Which there's nothing wrong with carrots, because there's some sauce.
Yeah. I'm just saying the style of our sauce.
Right. Right.
Yeah, no, and that's awesome. I mean, then that really kind of speaks towards y'all's overall thumbprint and signature to the overall sauce creation. So definitely appreciate that. Something that you had mentioned earlier, and I've mentioned it quite a few times on the show, but ultimately I think the community, I don't know where everyone stands on it, but it's something that more people need to know about, is utilizing hot sauce to be brought into the salad game as a whole. I know currently what I do is I'll, take a bottle I've used it all. There's nothing else I can get. And so what I'll do is I'll quickly throw in some vinegar and some, seasonings, etc. And I'll just shake it up, and I'll use that as my salad dressing. But you had mentioned earlier that the hot sauce really kind of accenting and being well paired to a salad. So is that something that y'all have ever really thought about as well, or is that just something that you personally
so we
use?
gotta. No, I agree with you. I mean, you're saying a salad as in, am I misunderstanding you? Like,
Huh? It just
are you
broke
talking
up
like
on
a
the audio.
salad?
Yeah, salad.
Maybe like that you eat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we make. I'm sorry, just making sure we're on the same. We were talking about consistency earlier. I just want to make sure. So we make a sauce. It's a blueberry, raspberry, blackberry sauce, and we use a balsamic vinegar with that sauce, and it's balsamic vinegar like heavy with those blueberries, blackberries. We put a little bit of habanero in there for the heat, but I use on a chicken salad, like a grilled chicken salad, as a dressing. It is so good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's probably one of my favorite dressings.
And for me, like our vomit, which I know sounds really gross, but it's a fire roasted banana pepper. I don't know if you've ever tasted a fire roasted banana pepper, but when you do that, the vegetable itself becomes very creamy, and we use white wine vinegar with it, and you could just put that on a salad. It's banana pepper. They're hot banana peppers, but when you roast them, some of the heat comes out. So it's a mild sauce. It's still a hot sauce, but when you put that on a salad, I mean, we hear that all the time that people put it on a salad.
Man, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I know that's just something that I tend to gravitate towards, is like pairing hot sauce with salads. So whenever you mentioned that earlier, it kind of caught my attention and wanted to bring that back up. Okay, looks like do we have some questions as far as? Okay, we have a few questions here. We'll go ahead and get get those up on the screen. I'll read them out. So from Conjured Vapors Peppers, it says, what is the ingredient that surprises you the most as the flavor it adds to the sauce?
Okay, I got one, and then I'll let you go. Habanero. It's so simple sounding, but a habanero adds so much flavor to so many different fruits, vegetables. I mean, it's a versatile pepper, and to me, like any habanero sauce, I already know it's gonna taste good, like typically. So, do you have a special ingredient?
I think it's habanero. I agree 100%. I think of like one of our sauces, that 1096 sauce, is just that red Savina habanero. We didn't do anything to step on that pepper. It tastes so good.
It's fruity.
But you can put, I feel like you can put almost anything with a habanero, and it's just going to make it taste better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let that habanero be itself an accent, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's definitely a solid pepper there too, and the versatility speaks to it. Let's see here. Let's get this next one up here. All right, 2020. Sorry. Let's go. How large is your chili garden now? This is also from Conjured Vapor
Man,
Peppers.
this is embarrassing. So our chili garden now is from 700 to, I probably got 10 plants.
Really small. We had such a big crop last year. We have freezers full of product.
Yeah, which I tried. So something did happen. I tried to grow a bunch of Italian finger peppers, and I screwed up. I killed them all. I put them outside for too long, and they fried them, and then they all fell over.
You didn't harden them off right.
I did not harden them off right.
Yeah. Well,
so that was my fault.
I mean, it happens. Stuff happens.
I was just about to say that happens to
I got
the best
rammy.
of us.
I got
Definitely
excited,
happens.
you know.
Yeah. You know, a good learning moment too for anyone that's listening or watching. Definitely to harden off those plants, because that will do wonders as far as the longevity of them. But no, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, we need to talk to Chili Pino about that. She's not that far from us. She can come help us out.
Hey, I'm pretty sure she would be there as well to help out on that. So, do we have? Okay, we have one more, and then we're gonna jump on over to the game after that. All right. So once again, Conjured Vapors Peppers. What is your favorite pepper?
I think mine. Oh gosh, so it would sound like it should be habanero because we talked a lot about it and it being so good, but I think my favorite pepper is between a scorpion and a reaper. I just like how nasty they are. And I say nasty as in like hot. I mean, they're very good tasting peppers. And I like the thrill of, how you react from them and watching people react from them. It's a lot of fun.
Very nice.
For me, you're going to think I'm not a chili head, but because if I give you an honest answer to the question, it's banana peppers. I've been eating banana peppers my whole life. Our Italian family have been frying banana peppers and eating banana peppers since I was a little boy. And I love them. Not that I don't love a lot of other peppers, but that's my favorite. If you're asking me what my favorite is, honestly, it's a banana pepper. I love it.
That's why this is yellow probably, because the banana peppers,
Very nice. And that's a very respectable answer as well, because that's such a tasty pepper, and it's a gateway pepper for a lot of folks that jump in. So definitely a solid choice for a favorite pepper. Okay.
Mild pepper Serrano. Okay. Moving on. I like Serranos too.
I like Serranos too. I do like Serranos, and I like jalapenos. I like.
Ew.
I love them. There's so many peppers I love.
Yeah, the Serranos are very versatile. I love what you can do with those as well. It's a fun accent ingredient in some dishes, or if you want to make it the star ingredient in other dishes, it's one of those that works well in that manner. So, okay. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and we will get on over to some burning choices.
Burning choices.
All right, here we are. Welcome on into Burning Choices. Now, this is a this or that type of game, so I will pop up, two options, and you just tell me which one you favor more. And also for those that are live in the chat, definitely chime in and play along. We'll have this going, as well as we have another fun game paired for right after this. But without further ado, here we go. All right, so chocolate or taffy? So are you
chocolate? Two
all right.
chocolates.
All right, 2 chocolate. There we go. There we go. Let's savory or sweet or savory.
Savory.
Savory. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I like the savory side of things better. All right, what's let's get the next one up here. So, summer or fall? What are y'all favoring?
Ooh.
Summer? Okay.
I love the feel of fall, but then winter comes after, so I'm gonna go summer.
Okay. You know, summer's one of those that either you love it or you don't. It's just all based on, can you handle the heat at the end of the day? So, okay. Let's go ahead and bring up the next one here. Cats or dogs? Do y'all have a preference?
Dogs.
Dogs. What kind of dogs specifically?
We're the same.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd?
Loyal.
Okay. Very nice. I have a English Bulldog, so he's
That's a
just
cute
he's
dog.
I was gonna say my favorite dog that I ever had was an American Staffordshire Terrier.
Wow. Okay.
Cousin to the pit bull.
Okay. There we go. I was about to say I don't really have a point of reference on that, but as you mentioned that, now I can kind of picture it. Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Rock or rap?
100% rock.
Yep.
I'm gonna go rap just to make him upset.
Yeah. There we go. A nice little divide there. Rock wise, what are you leaning towards more on that rock end? I guess just what.
I love. I would really like all kinds of music, but I think my favorite, if I had to zero in, is like 70s progressive rock.
Okay.
Pink Floyd, Kansas, the old stuff.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, I was growing up on the pop punk, like the Blink, the Fall Out Boys, the Newfound Glory.
Okay. Nothing wrong with.
Brandon, you're about my
either.
age. You got into that, right?
Yeah. I have a very eclectic taste to music as a whole. About the only thing, and I catch a lot of heat for this one as well, but pun intended on that one, is I don't like country music, so that is just something that I don't do. But everything else I'm in on. So.
Yeah, I just recently got into it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm glad that's over. No.
Let's go ahead and bring up the next one. So, all right. So extract or cap crystals, really, for y'all's heat source, but this is a little bit irrelevant on that.
Well, not really. We have used crystals.
Okay.
We used crystals on a couple of our dessert sauces because we wanted to make a real dessert sauce, so we made one with cinnamon oil, and we called it Original Sin, and we used the crystals, and we made one called Mentaquilia. It was a tequila-infused mint, and we used the crystals for that. But those are the only sauces that we use a extract or a crystal for.
And we won a Scovie Award for it.
And we won a first place Scovie for our Mentaquilia, by the way.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
The things that I've just learned right then. Now I'm always interested on the idea of like if people like to use extract or if they don't. But working with cap crystals is nice because it doesn't change the overall taste and everything that you're trying to bring forward in that dish or that sauce. So okay. Very nice. Well, the next part of this game here.
Burning choices.
All right. That was burning choices. Now we are going to dive into what we call the dinner party. So this is where y'all can kind of either work together or create your own dinner party, if you will. And this is 3 people. We're just going to keep it to, we'll go with like famous people, living or dead, that you would want to have dinner with. So like I said, y'all can either work together on that and make one dinner, or y'all can have separate dinners. However, this may
Should we have
take us.
separate dinners or one dinner? Let's do one dinner.
I like all his friends.
Yeah, but let's think. We got to think of famous people too. Well, let's start. Eddie Stanky. He's going to be at our dinner.
Okay.
Eddie Stanky.
He deserves our dinner spot.
I think we're going to put Ed Curry at our table too.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a very interesting, fun guy to talk to.
Yeah, we like Ed.
Okay.
And now this one can't be sauce related or pepper.
And they can be living or dead.
Living or dead.
I would pick my Uncle Tom. He's long dead, but my Uncle Tom was a gardener, a baker. He made jardinera, which is kind of a Chicago thing, but he made the best. He made peppers. He was a gardener. He did all the things. He made alcohol. He did all the things that I wish I had learned from him, but I was too young and dumb when he was around to learn.
It's true. He's still young and dumb. It's just different now.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. It's all a part of aging and starting to realize that, hey, that person that I heard one time in life that I thought was nonsense really wasn't full of nonsense. So,
right,
catch on. But
wisdom.
With the nice little wisdom that you can kind of pick up through there. All right. Well, who's making dinner that night in that occasion? Are y'all, or are y'all gonna have someone else from that lineup that do the cooking?
We'll make Bob cook.
I'll do it.
Okay. What
I like to cook.
What would this dinner? Are you leaning towards like steaks, or y'all? You talking a specific dish?
I would grill. I would reverse sear some steaks. We would probably have a broccoli with like a garlic flavor. I would put some garlic seasoning on some steamed broccoli, or maybe some asparagus.
Parmesan.
I love to cook.
Asparagus, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make an amazing salad.
His salads are really good.
Very nice. Okay.
He makes like a homemade dressing every time.
Very nice. That sounds amazing. The hey, it's as simple as that. This has been the dinner party. So that's
fun.
We'll
invite you next time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We won't leave you.
Right now I'm just
the. You would have been in.
Yeah. Well, I'm the fly on the wall at that occasion right there. So
yeah, that's fun.
It's
Sometimes I wish I could be that.
Yeah. At times. But okay. Yeah. Well, hey, what we'll do here is something that's kind of focused on the nugget of knowledge. This is for all of those that are listening, watching. We're going to cater it towards sauce creation in this aspect. So what would be a nugget of knowledge that y'all would leave for someone that's just starting out and really trying to find their place?
Nugget of knowledge. Talk. Make sure you don't be afraid to talk to sauce makers. That is my knowledge. I was really intimidated in the very beginning when we first went to our first Illinois Hot Sauce Expo, because him and I both worked at Coca-Cola, and if you had a Pepsi person there, it was like the worst person in the world, So we went not knowing the community, and we got so lucky by being next to Eric and Eddie Stanky at that expo, and I believe it was Hyogi, yeah. And right away, just straight to us, we're all talking. It was very, very pleasant. So that whole initial setting up was a little nerve-wracking, but I would say don't be afraid to ask questions.
Very nice.
I would say don't be afraid to. I would say get on YouTube, watch. I learned how to ferment from somebody on YouTube named Chili Chump, and don't be afraid to try stuff.
Okay.
Just go for it.
But be safe. I don't like pocket sauces.
I mean, it's all about being safe.
Yeah. At the end of the day, let the creativity flow and do it in a safe environment. So I like that. Okay. It's a great nugget of knowledge there. And all right, well, hey, y'all were nominated by the Stanky Brothers. So this is the part where y'all can do y'all's own hot seat nomination. And since there's two of y'all can have two different nominations, or y'all can keep it down to one. It doesn't matter.
Let's do two. Well, he wants to nominate Chris Gindo.
Yeah,
Have you done Gindo?
Chris Gindo.
I have not.
So Gindo's Hot Sauce. They're out in northwest Chicago area.
The guy's amazing. He makes
Okay.
great sauces. And he's been making for the last 6 years. He's made a new sauce every week. So
Wow.
when I tell you that's a lot of sauces.
He's a hot sauce animal. His hot sauces are good, and I think he's been doing it now for 12 or I'm guessing it, but more than 10 years he's been doing this, and just a great guy. His hot sauces are phenomenal.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice track record. Nice
I'm just
track
gonna
record.
roll with that. I don't want to do another one.
No,
No.
stick with Chris Gindo.
Yeah. 'Cause
That's
he's one of my favorites.
that's a lot of creativity to be cranking out sauces at that level. So all right,
No
very
kidding.
nice.
And they always amaze me. Every time I've tried them, they amaze me. I'm like, how does this guy do this week
He's got
and week?
He's got his core hot sauces, and then I get it as a creative guy that you can't stop.
Yeah.
You know, the ideas keep coming.
Yep,
It's true.
that's awesome that he's
Lucky to
tapping
be able
into
to
it.
keep doing it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. Well, I'll be reaching out to Chris and getting this set up to have him on the show as well. And I guess really the one last thing from y'all is going to be kind of letting everyone know where they can find you, how they can find you. This is also to be for those that are just audible listening on Apple Podcasts.
So we are gonna go and do the we just did the Illinois Expo. We're gonna go do New York, and we got Cincinnati Jungle Gyms. We're gonna go to Nashville. That if you can make it out to Nashville, that would be awesome because it's easy to get and talk to all the sauce makers because it's not super popular yet. So, and it's Nashville. It's a good time. And then I'm pretty sure
We got the T-Town Burn Down.
T-Town Burn Down. That's
Toledo, Ohio.
That's an awesome event that the Angry Irishman is throwing on. So he's a very good sauce maker too. One of our favorites, Kevin. And then our local farmers markets. That would be Northwest Indiana. You got the Chesterton, the Valpo, the Crown Point, and Cedar
LaPorte,
Lake, LaPorte,
Hebron. We
Hebron.
do all of the markets. We do the county fairs. The big popcorn festival's coming.
Oh yeah, in Valparaiso.
Valparaiso, Indiana. We're a big,
It's a huge event.
big popcorn place here. So, and then online, you can find us at MalettasHotSauce.com. You can find us on Instagram at Malettas Hot Sauce. Facebook Malettas Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
What are we on TikTok?
I don't know. Malettas Hot Sauce.
Malettas Hot Sauce.
All right. All right. Well, hey, Derek, Bob, it has been amazing having y'all on. Super thankful to be able to dive in on everything Malettas Hot Sauce. And obviously, there's still so much more we could talk about. So would love to have y'all back on. And
For sure.
man, thank y'all so much again.
Brandon, I'm going to definitely send you sauce. I'm sorry. We've been so busy. It's been nuts here. So preparing for that Illinois show, our county fair, and then all of our markets, it's him, me, and my wife. Mainly my wife. She does like, what do you think, 80%
80% of all of our work.
Yeah, she does all the everything to make us turn. The stuff that no one wants to do. So
Yep.
it's been hectic, but I promise you'll have those sauces by the end of next week.
Hey, no worries there. Look forward to trying them, checking them out, and getting them on the swear word rating. So definitely, once again, thank y'all. And I guess let's go ahead and close out the show.
Thank you, buddy. All right.
All right. Hey, man, episode number 38 has been a phenomenal episode. So glad to have everyone here, jumping off into the chat, having fun. And man, we had 2 amazing sauces from 5150 Sauces. And we'll have the links for everything down below, how you can get a hold of not only Derek and Bob and Maletta's hot sauce, but we'll also have the links for 5150 sauces that we reviewed on Hot or Not tonight. So definitely check us out there for those. And then as well as, hey, if you're trying to grow your brand, start your brand, you may have hit a bump in the road and you're really trying to figure things out. Definitely hit me up, hit up podvision.io. We will get this thing going and we'll get you right back on track. Man, this is a fun time, and now I'm thankful to say that you can reach out to me as well as your point of contact for everything Podvision. So let's go ahead and get that conversation started. And yeah, hey, episode number 38. This is this has been everything from the world of hot, man, it's sad to say, but see y'all next week. And this has been the swear word.